I want to show you guys how to power inject your build. What does that mean exactly? Typically, when it comes to an addressable or a color flow build, at the beginning of your run, you will have your power, ground, and data, and then that will run in a chain along the line to the next device. In this case here, I've got a strip going to a strip, going to a strip, that goes to a strip, that goes to a strip, goes to a strip, and so on and so forth. The issue is all of the power that goes to the last strips in the chain have to go through the first strip in the chain. And your LED strip can only send so much power through it before it will start to lose its power, lose its voltage, and potentially overload this strip and its abilities of what power it can transmit through. A way that you can work around that with addressable is to inject power. So what you'll see here is I have an input, and my input goes to this. But I've also got an extra power and ground that is spliced in. You can inject that power to the end of the run or to another location within the run to help supplement the power that is going across this entire system. That means that in this light that I have built, I've got power going in here, but I've also got power going in over here. And that's cool because it will backfeed the back of this strip, but it will also feed forward into all of these strips as well as this one. And it's just a great way to add extra power so you don't run the risk that you're overloading any single circuit within the light. It also reduces the chance of excess heat that you might get if you have a really big build and you're putting everything through that first LED. It also gives you redundancy. So let's say that one of these power or ground solder points I have here breaks. Data is still good, but the power or ground breaks. Well, everything after that is going to stop working. But because I power injected, everything after that will still work. The data can still pass through, even though the power and ground is no longer connected. So it adds some redundancy to the build as well to ensure that it keeps going in the event that something does fail. A lot of the stuff with addressable LEDs is all about redundancy, all about doing everything that you can to reduce the chance that any one LED point fails. Unlike an RGB build, this stuff is linear, which means if any one LED goes out or stops working, everything after that in the chain will also stop working. So that's something you definitely have to consider with an addressable build.